In my portfolio, I wrote about how I felt that delivering feedback to a group was easy because I knew everyone. I could be a bit more informal and use humour a bit and sort of be a bit less professional. And it also gave me the opportunity to, at training, just sort of pull people out singularly and just be like, oh, have you thought about trying this? Or have you noticed that you do this? And then just going, oh yeah, okay. Just kind of made it more informal and less threatening to people to deliver feedback like that, rather than being like, oi, Rob, look at this in front of everyone and how shit it is.
We'll move on. You could go back and add things. Your top 3 influences. You went for Jim, Camper, and myself. Again, add or change people if you want. Why them, and what sort of influence do they have, do you think?
Just Talisman, probably the 3 best players. Just like, get a job done. Yeah, I don't know. What category was that?
Top influences.
Oh yeah, so I guess like you and Campo are emergent leaders, really, aren't you? Although you've done committee roles in the past, this year you're not elected into a role, but you just sort of take a bit of sort of initiative and lead a bit when you feel like people need it or the team need it, which is good. It's a lot, I think, not easier, but emergent leaders can be a lot more respected than elected leaders, because it means you've earned your leadership role rather than the coach just deciding.
Just on a side note, you've mentioned talisman a few times. What do you mean by talisman?
A talisman, it's like the go-to guy. How do you describe it? Like William Wallace was a talisman for the Scottish Army trying to beat the English. He's held in high regard amongst his peers, and so in a rugby sense, if you guys are playing well, people will probably feed off that. That's what I mean. A bit like Harry Kane's a talisman for England at the moment.
So you've sort of said why we influence because of elected leaders, talismans. Can you talk a bit more about how and then what impact they have?
How? It's a hard one to put your finger on, really. I would say it's just being a part of the club for 5 years. You like, both of you are part of the furniture, sort of thing. So everyone in that team has been here less time than you. So just the way that the hierarchy works in the club, you just sort of have that leadership ability. Is that really how?
Or instead of what the impact is, do you think it's positive, negative, changes, differs?
Probably can be both positive and negative, because like you were saying the other day, like if you're in a bad mood, then people follow that, and also they're in a bad mood or don't take training seriously. But then if you were in a good mood or playing, or same with Campo, then people will feed off that and follow suit.
Anyone you want to add to top influence for you? And that can be positive or negative.
No.
Anything else you want to add about the influences?
I think so. I think Cam tries to be an influencer, but I don't know if he actually is.
Why? For both bits. Why do you think he tries, and why do you not think he is?